All right, good morning, guys. This is Steve with the Outdoor Couple, and this morning I'm back on Hidden Valley Lake. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been out here. The water clarity still looks pretty good. It's about 3 feet clear visibility, and it looks like the temperature is 48 degrees, a little colder than typical, but we've been having cold nights down in the 30s. Anyway, what I'm going to do today is a little bit different than what I've normally done. So today I'm going to film two films. The first video is going to be the very first 30 minutes of fishing out here. I thought you guys might be interested in seeing just exactly what it's like on a fresh start. I'm going to go ahead and throw I got a swim bait, a Kitech on an underspin. I have, of course, a giant net. I have the drop shot, and I also brought a Yamacraw in a crawfish color. So I'm going to start deep this morning. I'm in 23 feet of water right now. I think this is probably a great place to start. I think the fish are going to be between 20 and 30 feet in that 10-foot span there, and very close to the bottom because the water's so cold. So we're going to start here. The time is 9:34, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer on my phone. And we're going to set that timer for 30 minutes. Okay. There's 30 minutes. It's now 9:35. Bam. We are off to the races. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to start with one of my favorite baits out here, which is a giant Ned by Z-Man. In the wintertime only. It's funny, this pattern, they won't even look at come spring. But out here in the wintertime, they seem to like it. I like to stink it up a little bit with fish sticks. If you're not using fish sticks, recommend that you do. I literally won't go fishing without it. Well, I'm wasting time here with this. There we go. All right, check my drag. I always, when I store my rods, I store the reels without drag. Okay, first cast coming up. Well, okay. I got to tighten that magnet. Never fails on the first cast. I just put this line on last night, or yesterday rather, and this should not have happened. Don't worry, we will start fishing here. This will come out. It's like Hidden Valley starting to wake up. I've often said this is the most noisiest place in Lake County. The houses are right on the water, and people have dogs and lawnmowers and God, you name it, it's out here. You know, everything you'd have around a home. All right, so our first cast is out. Let me tighten this back a little bit. We don't want that to happen again. So right now I'm uploading the video from when Brenda and I were on Lake Berryessa. We were out there Friday, and that was interesting. It wasn't, Berryessa is a heartbreak lake. I'll tell you why. You can go out there and the conditions can look good and perfect, and you go out there and you literally don't get bit. You can't find the fish. And that's because these spots and smallmouths have no problem swimming from one end of the lake to the other. You know, largemouth, they don't tend to travel. I mean, they do, but it takes over time. I think spots just get up one day and just swim to the other end of the lake. Wherever the bait's going, they're following it. And we actually, I should say Brenda didn't even get, poor thing, but didn't get bit. But I did manage to, I got like 5-6 bites, and I landed 4 of them. Two spots and two smallies. In 30 minutes, you have to understand that I'm probably only going to get, 3 or 4 casts because it is winter. And I'm seeing nothing here at all. No fish whatsoever at all. So I'm going to move. I don't want to just sit in one place and hope. Let's see if we can't find the fish. Oh, it's casting much better now, folks. Just a tiny twist on that little knob, and everything is beautiful. Okay. Let's see what we got. God, the weather, temperature out here today is like 40 degrees right now. I already gave you the water temperature. It's overcast sky. I think it's going to be overcast most of the day, partly sunny. It's not bad. I mean, think about it. It's middle of February, and, I'm able to come out here and literally fish for largemouth in a sweatshirt. So look, while I have your attention for 30 minutes, Brenda and our channel is about to hit 25,000 subscribers, and thank you for all you people that subscribe to us. We love that you enjoy our videos and that you're watching us and subscribe to us, and thank you for supporting our channel. And so in lieu of that, we want to offer to our subscribers only a new fishing rod. We haven't decided which, but I think we're going to go casting, or maybe we should just leave it up to casting or spinning. We'll pick out a brand, and we want to have a new rod and reel, and we can have it shipped to you. And this is only to the 48 lower states. I'm sorry, but the shipping would wipe out the whole thing. So only 48 lower states, U.S. That's where we're going to ship this to. All you have to do is comment on our video, and we'll let you know which video that's going to be. But you know what? Comment on any of them. How's that? Comment on any of our videos. Not a short. Pick out a video. Please watch it. How's that? And comment that you like to be included in the giveaway. We're going to do a random selection. It's just going to be names in a bucket, and we'll draw one out, and whoever wins, we're going to contact you through YouTube, and we'll respond to your message in the comments, and we will send you your choice of spinning rod or casting rod. And I think the brand's going to be Dobbins rod. I may even have a Kistler rod and a Lew's reel. So let me know if you're interested in that. I would appreciate it. And it's our pleasure to be able to make that an offer. And we want to make this fun. That's why we do this. And anyway, that's it. That's it on the thing. Now we're at a little over 21,000 now. This is probably going to end up in about the next 20 days, 30 days. And once we hit 25,000, we'll send out an announcement. And hopefully a bunch of you subscribers get in on it. I have not seen a fish here. Not one. That's enough talking. We got to get to fishing. Let's see if we can't catch a fish in the first 30 minutes. We're already burned probably. Where we burned? Yeah, we burned 10 easily. So I'm going to move up this way. Like I said, I haven't been out here in a while, so this first 30 minutes just may be a skunk out. Okay, I got something on the graph here. Let me put the brakes on. I chose this bait because this has been a hot bait in the winter. If you've been watching my videos on Hidden Valley Lake, you know that they've been slamming it. But I honestly do not see what I'm hoping to see, and that's fish very tight to the bottom. I don't expect them to be too active, but holding tight to the bottom. That's one thing about a fish finder. Electronics are great to give you some information that you wouldn't have if I was just sitting out here on a kayak without one. I wouldn't know the depths, I wouldn't know the water temperature, and I wouldn't be able to see things on the screen. Even though it's delayed by 5 seconds or so, it's still good information to have, and that's why we put them on our kayaks. Also, the mapping too really helps us when we're on a lake we haven't been on before. All I'm doing with this bait is just dragging it ever so slowly across the bottom. And I'm sorry, I don't see anything here. I'm going to go out to deeper water. Even if we catch a shaker, a little 2-pounder, something's better than nothing. Oh, hold on a second here. I'm coming out to 30 feet of water. The lake is literally full. We have water going over the spillway and across the entire spillway, which is about, I'd say 40 feet across, and running out. The water is as high as it can possibly get. And I'm pretty happy with the water clarity. I mean, the fact that it's not just like coffee is remarkable. So, because we've had the rain, and we're going to get some more. That's part of the reason why I'm out here today. Well, I thought I'd get out before the rain kept me out. Now, if we don't catch anything in the first 30 minutes, please look for the next video, which will be dated today. And which is, what is the 13th or the 12th? I think it's the 12th. Super Bowl was yesterday, right? Was it the 12th on Super Bowl? I don't know what day it is. Doesn't matter. I'll find out later. It's either the 12th or the 13th. And watch the second half, If I don't catch anything, there'll be no video, and you'll know. But if there's a video up, look for it. It'll be in my playlist, my fishing playlist. I'm still out here to catch a double-digit bass. That's my whole point of coming out here. I catch a lot of 5s, 6s, 4s, 3s, 2s. I catch a lot of bass here. Always have, but I had to my name, and I have 4 fish that were over 8 pounds. 1 fish that was double digit, which was 10.5. And I'd like to change that. Oh my God, there's just nothing here. Uh-oh, there we go. I'm seeing something right on the bottom here. Well, those look like fish marks to me. Sometimes these fish are they're literally laying on the bottom. Where was I when I caught a bass that had mud on its belly? It must have been here. Literally had mud on its belly. That's how tight it was holding to the bottom. We're into our fourth cast now, and our time is quickly ticking away. I think we got 10 more minutes to this 30, and my phone here will let me know. Let's see what we got. We have 14 and a half minutes to go. That's not bad. I thought we're halfway through it, so. Come on, fish, cooperate with the clock. There's literally no wind. We have maybe a 2-mile-an-hour breeze here, but I could see the steam coming up off the geysers just to the west of me, and it's going straight up in the air. So there really is no wind today, which is great. I like calm days, especially when I'm finesse fishing like this. Son of a gun. I'm gonna change baits. I think I'm looking at fish on the graph here, and I don't want to. But this is the bait. This is the bait out here this time of year. All right. I guess the kids are out of school or something. Well, it's Super Bowl week off. I hear kids. They should be at school, man. And I don't want you guys, if you live in Hidden Valley and you're watching this and going, oh, the fishing sucks during the winter, I don't want that to be your decision, because this is only a 30-minute window into what really goes on out here. And sometimes it's a later bite in the winter. The water temperature comes up a degree or two, and things change. Also, they could be on the other side of the lake. So you got to fish it. You got to find the fish, and then you got to see if you can get them to bite. I would leave and I'd go across the lake right now, but by the time I got there, we'd be out of time. So I'm a fish here. I've caught a lot of fish out in this area. There's a hump literally underneath my boat here, And this hump, the fish usually like to sit up on it. It probably makes a great ambush spot for bluegill or crappie that swim by. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time on each cast. So I'm gonna go out to my left here. All right, we'll fan cast this area and see what's what. Now, there is a possibility that this cast or the next cast, if we have one, will produce a monster bass. I know they're in here, but they also, the fish committee, or excuse me, the lake committee planted 1,800 trout in here last April. And half the fish were like 18 inches or better, and half the fish were 12 inches. And that's, one of those 12-inch trout for a big bass is enough food in the winter to get them through a week. They don't have to feed. And I think that's the reason why I haven't been able to catch a good sized bass, a large bass, or because of the availability of 900 12-inch or smaller trout. I don't know. Maybe I'm making excuses. Come on, fish. Just a little bump. Come on. Where are you today? Well, it's still a beautiful day. It's still good to be out here. This is Monday. I still think it's the 13th. And wait a minute. It's the 12th. Definitely the 12th. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you guys about is that for you hunters out there, we have a hunt coming up in 2 days. We're going to be hunting pheasants, and then we're also going to be having a chucker hunt. So we will be putting camera on the dog, of course. Television will be up and live, and we'll be hunting with Britt Penrose and, of course, Brenda and I. And look for that. There are going to be 2 videos probably. We'll do the pheasant hunt, and then separately, and then the next day we'll do the chucker hunt. So please be looking for those videos. They'll be coming up. I would say in the next 4 or 5 days. I can't just sit down and edit these things. I definitely would love to do a short video on what we go through to create a film, to edit a film. You guys, flip on it, and you look at a video on YouTube and you go, it's okay or it's not. And I get it, man. You're judging it from a viewer's perspective. I look at them from an editor's perspective. I know what goes into it. If I'm out fishing or hunting for 8 hours and I'm running 4 cameras, that's 32 hours of film that I've got to preview. And then I select my cuts from that. And I'm not complaining here. I just thought I'd let you know. And then I have to, put them all into Final Cut Pro, and I add music, and I add, overlays, and I edit things, and it's an all day, sometimes it's 2 or 3 day process. I'm retired. I retired, almost 4 years ago, and I've never worked harder. I mean, seriously, as a business owner, we work, but the owner's watching the money and watching expenses and stuff. He's not really doing the work. So that was my role. But now that I'm retired, I'm doing all the work. And all I could think about is I fantasize about, well, one day I'll have an editor, or one day I'll have somebody that, can film, or, a cameraman, whatever. It's all a pipe dream. I'm just doing this because it keeps me active. And I love doing it. time we got here. We are quickly running out of time, guys. I'm sorry, but it looks like we're going to get skunked. We have 6.5 minutes left. Now, I'm not going to say nothing's going to happen, but I'm going to make one more move and try to get a couple more casts in. You know, it's actually going to get hot today. I can feel it. It's not supposed to. The high is supposed to be around 50, 56, 54 degrees, something like that. But I'm out in the middle of a lake with the sun beating down on me, and I could feel it. Let me get my markings here. Okay. Now, the marks I'm seeing on my graph are definitely fish, and they're hugging the bottom. I have to assume that these are bass. They are right on the bottom, and they're not very active. So yeah, I'm going to have to hit one in the head. This is a funny lake. It's like any other lake, you know. You can come out here, and the last time I was out here, I think I caught 10 fish, or at least hooked 10 fish, lost 2. And the time before that, I think I hooked like 9 and landed 8. I don't know how many really, but a lot, you know, a good day, double limits. And, you know, who knows? Today could just be a complete skunk. There's no way of knowing. I mean, we're in the last minutes of this 30-minute snapshot, and, well, I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't change lures, though, and I'm telling you why, because this is all I fish with out here. I bring the other stuff to play with it, and I'm going to. But this is the bait I use. All right. I think we got enough time for at least 1 or 2 more casts. I'm in 30 feet of water. And like I said, you know, after this 30 minutes, I can go across the lake, find the fish, and start just slamming them, you know. And that's how it goes in any lake. I'm really trying to catch you guys a fish. I hope it happens. All I have to do is feel that little bump, you know, just swallow it, man. This would be a crazy idea for a tournament, wouldn't it? You got 30 minutes to produce your catch for the day. That would be crazy, man. They should go an hour. It's a real rocky bottom down there. Son of a gun guy. I don't see anything on the graph either. It's like all the bass are hiding right now. This will probably be our last cast. It's not over till the fat lady sinks, man. But I'm afraid she's picking the mic up at this point. We have 45 seconds, guys. 45 seconds. This is it. If there's going to be a bite in this first half hour, it's got to be right now. Now I'll extend the time should I hook a fish. How's that? Should we get bit right now? It'd be a miracle. But if we do, I will extend the time out so that we can bring the fish in. This lure is going to stay on the bottom until that time runs out. There it is, guys. There it is. Time's out. Time's done. Well, listen, that's our 30 minutes. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm sorry we didn't even get bit. That's February 12th, and not a bite in the first 30 minutes. And that's how it goes, man. That's bass fishing. Listen, I'm sorry we didn't catch one this time, but stay tuned for more of these. I will do these on different lakes as well. And hey, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me this morning. Now, for the rest of you, stay tuned for what's about to come up, because I'm moving on. I'm going to go across the lake now and see if I can't change my day. Hey, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.